Good morning, children. Today we will start the new chapter of history. The name of the chapter is Chapter 8 Civilizing the Native Education. In earlier chapters, you have seen how British rule affected Rajas and Nawabs, peasants, and tribals. In this chapter, we will try and understand what implication it had for the lives of students. For the British in India wanted not only territorial conquest and control over revenues, they also felt that they had a cultural mission. They had to civilize the natives, change their customs and values. So, children, we already know that we learned so many previous chapters. We learned so many things that Britishers came to India for their purpose of trading. After that, they become the powerful rulers in India. So, at the same time, they want to change the education system in India also. How the British saw education system in India. So, if you can say first the name came to the person's William Jones. In 1783, he was appointed junior judge at the Supreme Court in Calcutta. So, he came from Calcutta. He appointed as a junior judge at the Supreme Court that the company had set up. So, John was a linguist. He was a linguist and know French, Latin, English, and Greek. He was a linguist. Linguist means the someone who knows and studies several languages, who can speak different languages from different countries. He began spending time with Pandits who taught him Sanskrit and ancient texts on law, philosophy, etc. So, after that, when he came to India as a junior judge at the Supreme Court, he wanted to know the Sanskrit language. So, he began spending many hours a day with Pandits who taught him the subtitles of Sanskrit language, grammar, and poetry. Soon he was studying ancient Indian texts on law, philosophy, religion, politics, morality, arithmetic, medicine, and other science. Then come to Henry Thomas Colebrook and Nathaniel Alhad also took keen interest in Indian heritage. So, the two person also want to know the Indian heritage. Together with them, Jones established the Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1784. So, the people together, the William Jones, Henry, and Halhed, together with them, Jones established the Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1784. They had deep respect for ancient culture and felt that Indian civilization has attained its glory in the past. They decided to study Indian texts to get the idea of Hindu and Muslim law, as this would help Britishers administer India well. Also, it would help Indians rediscover their heritage. So, the people believed that if they study Indian texts, so they can get so many ideas of Hindu and Muslim laws, so that they can administer in India well. So, the concept of Oriental institutions came up in which subjects which were familiar to Hindus and Muslims were taught. Orientalist means those with a scholarly knowledge of the language and culture of Asia. So, the person who knows very well the language and culture of Asia, that person known as Orientalist. With this view, a madrasa at Calcutta in 1781 and a Hindu college at Banaras in 1791 were set up. So, with this object in view, a madrasa was set up in Calcutta in the year 1781 to promote the study of Arabic, Persian, and Islamic law. So, madrasa means an Arabic word for a place of learning, any type of school or college. And the Hindu college was established in Banaras in 1791 to encourage the study of ancient Sanskrit that would be useful for the administration of the country. So, with the view of there is a madrasa set up in the year 1781 in Calcutta and Hindu college at Banaras in 1791. Many officials supported the ideas of Oriental learning. So, at the time, so many British officials were supported the Oriental learning. But there were some others who strictly opposed it and favored European education system. So, if you know if anything may be established, set up, so many people are so many are like that system, but some are opposed that system. So here also so many people were strictly opposed it and they only favored the European education system. You would teach that, then comes to James Mill. You would teach that which is practical and useful and not that which please that natives. So he believes, according to James Mill, he believes that only teach that things which are useful and practical. He said Indians should be made familiar with scientific developments of the West rather than with poetry and scarce text. So he believed that. He says that always familiar the Indians to the development of the science, not the poetry. So he always says that teach them the things, teach them how they can develop the science and technology, not the poetry and not the languages. According to him, Eastern literature was non-serious. So he always thought that Eastern literature was non-serious. Then come to Thomas Babington Macaulay. What he thinks. According to him, European literature was better than Asian and Arabian literature. So he says that the language of the literature of European literature, the European literature was better than Asian and Arabian literature. He advocated English medium schools so that Indians could read the European literature and development of science and philosophy in the West. So he want to set up many English medium schools in India so that the Indian people could read the European literature and they develop the science and philosophy in the West. Okay, children, this much today. Next class we will discuss about the new topic. Till then, bye.